Hello YouTube, Ian from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. I hope I'm coming in clear. So, I want to do verses today. Oh, my lord. This is the vintage brand, Peter Green, Gary Moore, Lemon Drop, LP. Distressed. Now I've seen them where they're a little bit more distressed than this. This kind of just, I don't know, it doesn't look as distressed as some that I've seen. But a smooth neck, you don't really feel the difference. It's not like you can keep on chipping away at it like my other one. But I'm going to compare the vintage brand Lemon Drop, and I don't know what year this is, but I did purchase this used from Guitar Center. It was like 400 and change, and it came with the original vintage case with the tags and the plastic still on the pickups. So, you know, I don't know what the deal is with it. I did mention the serial number on the first video with this guitar. You know, it's 117070510. 117070510. You have to read it twice so I make sure that I don't I don't mention it backwards, but you can barely see the writing on the headstock. It is so small. This thing weighs a ton. I brought my house scale in, which I don't really trust because I stepped on it and it says I was less than 200 pounds, and I'm over 200 pounds. So I don't know how much I could trust it. I put this on the scale and it said 10 pounds. Now, I put my Chinese made Chipson 59 Greeny more on a scale and it said 7 pounds. So, really, is there that much of a difference between 7 and 10 pounds? Because this thing here is way lighter. And this thing here, this is like, oh man, it weighs a ton. So, differences. From what I recall, they have a name for this kind of rosewood. And logos, I don't remember. But it again, it's a type of rosewood fingerboard on here. The inlays kind of look like a copy of a pearlized inlay. Now, what I could say is that the trapezoids inlays do not properly line up the way they should. So you've got it where when you go in by the string, they're just not centered exactly. They're like a hit or miss. So you can see that. There's a couple. I could show you that. Well, let's just say everyone but the ones my fingers are on are not aligned perfectly. All the others are all over the place. You have your two different kinds of knobs. They don't have the pins. They don't have the washer pins that tell you the number that you're on compared to my Greeny Chipson that I bought from AliExpress. So this is a little bit more orange. This is a little bit more yellow. They both have tiger maple veneer tops. I don't recall. I know this is a veneer on the vintage. I know I did take the pickups out before I had the pickups replaced with proper out of phase pickups. A guy, Fabio from Australia, he's on Reverb. He sells them supernatural something Greeny more pickups. And I remember again putting replica on here and my old badge number on the behind the bridge pickup in case someone ever, in case I ever went out somewhere with it and did a gig or something and someone stole it. But yeah, pound for pound, I have to say that this is the second video that I made on the same day. I got this guitar yesterday and I'm playing it today for the first time. The first video that I showed, it was a long video, and I apologize. I was showing you everything around the. This is our guest room that I turned into, Beanie's guitar room, because we don't have basements here in Florida, and we don't. I can't set up like like I had it in New York. I always had a jam room, so I don't have that here. So because it's a 3-bedroom house and we barely have guests, so I have guitars hanging everywhere. But again, pound for pound, I still have to say I saw this and I had to have it because it was a couple hundred. It was around 400 and change with the original case. And when I compare the two and play the two, you know, this gives you that out of phase, spanky, quacky kind of middle neck pickup, reverse kind of sound. And it sounds good. And again, you have to maneuver between the volume and the tone. You can't have them maxed out at 10. You got to roll them back a little bit to really get these pickups to perform on either guitar. Same thing on the Epiphones that have that out of phase switch on it. But again, looking at this and saying to myself when I had the two Koa Epiphone Koas, like, really, do I need to have the two of them? And now after having this and just got done playing it literally about 10 minutes ago, no, not even, about a half an hour ago. So I was messing around with guitars while I was listening to the video playback. I still have to go with my AliExpress Chipson Gibson 59 Greeny More Copycat. And for those that are going to have a heart attack, I did get the label, the logo, Chipson, made up, but I couldn't. I tried putting it over the headstock. I said this before in another video, and you could read both of them at the same time. So because you put them on wet, I slid it off and I put it on the back so that no one thinks I'm trying to pawn it off as the real deal. It's a Chipson Greeny Moore 59. And this is the one I did extensive work on to make it look exactly like the Gary Moore. I copied it to a T with photos. So, I'm on the fence with this one here. And I think vintage and Epiphone, for what you get, they're pretty pricey. And even though I bought this used, and I hate for it to go back to the store and have someone else grab it, because, unless they're a fan, unless they really know what this is, that's the person that's going to buy it, as did I. They might just walk past it and say, oh, what's that kind of thing. But and the pointed horn. I mean, again, just like my vintage Ace Frehley, with the pointed horn. That just bothers me. And it's just me, you know. I can't get over that. So I like how other copycats, like the blue one behind me, that has the rounded horn. I like it that you know, it looks more like a Gibson LP Les Paul style guitar, and that's why I put the dragon on that to make sure that And like what I was saying is, Viking Norwegians, they believe in the dragon and the wolf head. So if you can see, that's the wolf head. I mentioned it before. This is a elk knife. This is exactly a real Norwegian hunting knife from Norway. So I can't read it. I don't remember. My mom used to speak Norwegian to us when we were younger and growing up, and only my sisters remembered more of the language growing up than I did. And I've only got one sister left, and she barely remembers now. But yeah, that was, I was saying about the wolf and the dragon. That's why I put the dragon on that, because I never want to sell that guitar. And I was thinking the same thing with this. The first video that I made on this, I was like, I just got to keep it because I think it's going to be a collector or something like that. But again, I'm not a collector, and I have to be honest with you. I love my Chipson 10 times better, you know. So it's I don't know, it has that mojo. It's got that whole grabs you. You look at it and you got to pick it up. And I have to tell you that this vintage is a lot fatter. The body is way fatter. Let me grab what's closer to me, my Epiphone. Let me put the two together. Yeah. Wow. I can grab another Epiphone, but I don't see the point to it. That's where you probably get those extra, if the scale is correct, 3 pounds, because look at how fat that body is. You know, it's crazy. It's insane. Can I do it side by side? It's going to be hard. My right arm is shot. I don't have full strength, but can you see that? I can't get any closer. I can't use my right arm like I used to. But yeah, so before I unplug 13 minutes, let me just do a sound comparison of the two. And plug it in. To here. Can you hear me? Am I coming in clear? Oy. This thing weighs a ton. I like the S shape. Cutaway. But yeah, I do have my eye on something else, and I think I'm going to put this towards that. It's too late in the day to run down to Clearwater today. I don't want to be dealing with Friday traffic, right? So this is my overdrive. Out of fade. You hear it? Hear what I mean? That's why you gotta roll it. Gotta roll back the volume a little bit.
if I put on my Morley and it gives you that, I could set it at a certain knob, like the wire is on but stuck in the pedal. Let me just go on the bridge. It sounds like that. Turn it off. Put it back in the middle. See, it's still got that quacky kind of. Sounds like it's out of tune already. Man, just got it yesterday. The second time playing it. Let's pause for this brief commercial break. G-strings, always, always. What's with the G-string, man? Can someone answer me that? Drives me nuts. Missed that note. Do apologize. I still get this cough. So let's try the other one. Ugh. You know how when I roll them back, you get that out of phase, like it's a wah-wah pedal on, like this. The weather has been changing down here. It's been in the 70s all week here in Florida. And yes, we're spoiled. We're getting chilly. The low E was the only one that was out. Because sometimes I hit it when I'm removing it. But My right arm is not keeping up with my left hand. But that's it. I don't want to bore you. I had a couple of googlies in there. So, yeah. I'm sure I'll hear about that in the comments. Again, I have to, I have to go with this, and now after playing this, after playing that, there's no reason why I should even keep that one. So, and I don't know, again, because I have so many videos in the can that I try to keep up in a certain kind of order, but that's going to be going back to the Clearwater in Florida. If there's anyone around that's interested in it, it was, 400 and change or something like that. I really, truly don't remember, kind of deal. But, so yeah, still number one. My, what they like to say is my illegal counterfeit, sweatshop Chipson copy of a Gibson 59 Greeny Moore. It's still a winner, and I've had this guitar for about a year now, if not over a year, and it's still holding up. I can't wait to do a video on this a couple of years down the road and still say, hey, look, this thing is still going. Like it didn't fall apart. The head stock didn't snap off. The neck didn't, fall off the body. Anything like that. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Hope this works. Have a good day.